So, Chapter 17 is the portion of the course in which Classics 385 becomes bloody. Blood and gore. That's actually true of a lot of Greek mythology, as you've already seen. But Chapter 17 is really the highlight. Medea. There are very few more bloodthirsty characters anywhere in literature than Medea. We turn in this video now to the second of your special assignments that supplement the discussion question assignments that are used for the rest of the course. This is your Medea point of view. Note the blood drops. This is a very bloody assignment. Okay, what are we doing with Medea? So you either have read or are about to read Euripides' play Medea, and you will get the details on her case, if we can call it that. And what we're basically doing with Medea is putting her on trial. You're going to be imagining yourself as in a courtroom in which Medea is the defendant. You may either be Medea herself, or you may be the prosecutor, or you may be the defense counsel, whether you agree or don't agree with Medea's point of view. And the Medea point of view that you need to consider is, was Medea justified in killing her children as punishment for the betrayal that she suffered from her husband Jason when he went to marry the princess of Corinth, Glauce or Creusa? Should Medea, in fact, have responded the way that she did? Now, you can also imagine yourself in a debate. Think of yourself, for instance, on a debate team in college, or if you are in a workplace where debates occur, you can imagine yourself in one of those debates. Once again, you're going to be thinking of yourself as presenting a case in the debate. Was Medea justified in killing her children, or was she not? And again, you want to provide the appropriate rhetorical argument. What do you want to put in this point of view presentation? Think first of all about Medea's background, so make sure that you research it properly so that you have a sense, besides what's in Euripides' Medea, of what happened to her previously when she was at Colchis. You should be aware that she was the daughter of King Aeetes, who opposed avidly the appropriation of the Golden Fleece by Jason. Medea fell in love with Jason because of the machinations of Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena. It's always those three. And Medea ended up helping Jason to leave by sprinkling poison on the dragon so that Jason could get the golden fleece out of the tree that the dragon was guarding. They fled. Medea arranged for Jason to be able to kill Medea's brother Absyrtus, then scattered all the limbs everywhere in the sea so that the ships chasing after them from Colchis would be stopped to pick up the body parts. Ugh. Jason then got back to Iolcus. Then Medea arranged for the murder of Jason's uncle Peleus with the help of Peleus' 12 daughters. Then the two of them are in exile again. Then they end up at Corinth, and of course that's what finally brings us to the play. So make sure you get some sense of that background so that some of the evidence that you can provide there will help you out in presenting a case for or against Medea. The thing I'm going to be particularly looking for is your informedness on the story of Medea. Can you present for me a sense that you really understand what her story is about and what it is that drives her to carry out these really heinous, barbaric acts against the leaders of a Greek city when she herself was a foreigner and an exile, not to mention a sorceress? All of that together, does she really have justification as a woman in the Greek world, albeit a foreigner, to carry out this act of vengeance against her husband? Think about her story carefully, because you're going to need to use that either for or against her. And of course, you're going to need to use passages from the play itself by Euripides to be able to get a sense of what Euripides tries to do with the character of Medea to present her tragically, and as well as the rest of the characters there. Again, what's driving her in the tragedy, and what is it that makes the tragedy ultimately inevitable, impossible for anyone, Medea or Jason or anybody else, to avert. Okay, write me if you have any questions about how to complete that point of view, but it should be pretty clear from the assignment. And please get that into your Dropbox or on the forum for Medea point of view to complete your assignment. All right, the final video in this series will discuss the video of choice, and that's going to bring us very close to the end of the course. We'll see you in this series almost at the end of the course on your video of choice.